I like to call this next lesson moving on, and there's 4 very important things here that we're going to talk about. First thing I want to talk about is if we have a losing trade, traders have the tendency to want to run back in and make their next trade. Why? To make up for the money they just lost on that trade that they just did. We call this chasing, and it's one thing in trading you can never do, ever. Don't try to get even. I hear a lot of my traders say all the time, I just traded Apple and I lost $65. Apple owes me money. No, Apple does not owe you money. No stocks owe you money. The worst thing we can do after we have a losing trade is try to run back in and do something with no discipline, no technical analysis, just to try to get that money back. It is the worst thing we can do in trading. Don't ever do it, ever. Get used to losing. We're going to have losing trades eventually. It's part of trading. The bottom line is, we're probably going to make money on between 80 and 85% of our trades. The winners are going to overwhelm the losing traders. But we're going to have losing trades. It happens. It's part of the game. You can't get too high and you can't get too low. When you make a great trade, don't jump out of your seat and start yelling and screaming, woohoo, I just made $500. And when you have a losing trade, don't go open a window and think you're going to jump out. It's going to happen. We have winning trades, we have losing trades. Stay on an even keel. We have to be able to admit when we're wrong, which we talked about when we talked about ego. And one very important thing. When you're in a trade and you don't have stop orders in, you're going to have big losses very quickly. And they don't come without warning. This is where you have to have the discipline. When you're in a trade, if you do not have your stop orders in, and traders have a tendency to do this, we will sit in a trade, especially if you don't know about day trading and you don't have the proper money management and discipline. Traders will sit in a trade, it'll start going against them, they're down $100, they're down $200, they're down $300, and now they're sitting and they're hoping that the stock goes back up and they can somehow get out of that trade. Let me tell you something right now, and this is extremely important. Hope is not a strategy in day trading or in life for that matter. So big losses do not come without warning. Don't let that happen to you when you're trading. Let's move on to the next lesson.